Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. You just heard Senator Joe Panaccio talk about the need for a commission to study the people who have been wrongfully convicted in this state. 2,000 of them over the past few years. There's a real problem going on, and a perfect example is A.J. Nash, who is deemed to join us this morning. I appreciate it. I appreciate you doing this. Tell me your story.
School teacher from Newark was falsely accused, wrongly convicted. Went to work one day, and a student said that the police, had police come in and said the student said you was sexually assaulting him in the bathroom. So I get suspended with pay, and eventually I got indicted, went to trial, lost, convicted, 22-year term.
22 years?
22 years.
How long did you spend in jail?
I spent 10 years.
10 years in prison?
10 to 22, yes.
I can't even fathom what it would be like to be convicted of something that you didn't do and then have that much of your life taken away.
That much, a lot. I missed a lot. I missed my kids growing up. My dad passed away. And a lot of other significant, I guess milestones in my life occurred, and I missed that. But in the interim, I got out. The system, it works, but it works slow.
And it's not that some people aren't that lucky.
No.
To get out.
Again, I left a lot of people behind. I left a lot of innocent people behind. I was a paralegal while in prison, and there was a lot of people that I was working with that didn't have the support. I had family support, community support. A lot of people that I left didn't have that support. So. Do
you think this is a bigger problem in this state than we realize?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Why do you believe that? Well,
again, I was a paralegal. I met a couple of people along the way who had that problem, but you ignore this guy's crying wolf, but there's a lot of the people legitimately falsely accused, wrongly convicted. So you meet them along the way. I met them along the way. I got opportunity to go through people's transcript paperwork. People had legitimate issues that the system wasn't really addressing, wasn't hearing.
How were you exonerated?
I was exonerated this way. The student that said I assaulted them, the parents took a lawsuit out, and in taking the lawsuit out, the principal of the school, who was a rebuttal witness, he perjured at trial, but during the civil proceeding, he made an affidavit saying that the question was misleading. He didn't understand the question, and that exonerated me. But hear me now, Larry, that's like 5 years after the fact that he came and gave the affidavit. I had to wait that process 5 years. So it's a long, slow drag.
And what happens after you're exonerated? Do you get your life back?
No, you don't get your life back. Like as now as we speak, I haven't get my pension back. I haven't got my job back. It's been a really slow grind. Real slow grind.
So you've been exonerated of the crime. You get out. You obviously are intelligent. You were a paralegal. You were a teacher. You have all this experience. Did you have a difficult time getting a job?
It's rough. It's rough because eventually you gotta come full circle, and then say, well, I got a 10-year lapse now, Larry. I gotta say something.
Right.
I gotta say something. So it's been
and you want to be honest too.
Exactly.
But you want to be honest, and you also want to be able to say, I didn't do it. And yet, there's still something with people, right?
You gotta see the look on the interviewer's face and so on. The people that you meet up with and say, it's been a 10 years, and then you go break down and tell them, and they get they got a cynical look. Right. So yeah, you deal with that. That's a part of it.
So you heard the senator, and you were at the news conference
yes, I was.
Earlier with the senator. Are they on the right track?
For sure. I wish they fast-tracked this, because I think that in place, I think my dad's style probably still be alive. It's going to help. And then part B to that is that it's going to help find the people. Like for example, there's people out there who've been wrongly convicted who haven't done it, but somebody out there who hasn't been convicted, who hasn't been,
So the important thing, from what you've been saying, is just somebody to listen to you and take your claim seriously.
Yes.
That's what you need, and that's what you hope this commission is going to do.
That's what the commission has to do. It has to be established. It must work. Because if it doesn't, you're going to have a lot of people still lavishing in prison. I left a lot of people behind, Larry. I left a lot of this people behind.
And since you were a paralegal, I can't see a better person to be involved with this commission than you. You've been
I would
through
hope
it.
so. I would hope so, but we'll see what happens.
Is it something you'd like to do?
Would love to do it. I would hope so.
Have you kept in contact with some of the people who you believe were wrongfully convicted since you've been out?
Yes, I have.
Have you been trying to help them?
Yes, you have to. You have to, because again, it's something that you sitting over there and me sitting over here is something that you can never fathom, Larry. You have to go back. You have to go back. You have to go back and grab somebody. You have to, because it's not an easy thing. It's a rough process. And keep the spirits going.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. As long as you can. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Nice meeting you. Thanks for having me.
A.J. Nash, who was wrongfully convicted, a victim of a judicial system that has to be fixed, and he's trying to be part of the solution. When Jersey Matters continues. Help is on the way to Puerto Rico, courtesy of New Jersey. Vanessa Tyler explains when Jersey Matters continues.